John Beltran, Dave Urich back from Beet Digger Stadium. A 45-yard interception return. That is by Derek Lynch, has given the Beet Diggers a 7-0 lead with 8:14 to go in the opening quarter. And Jacob Fector will kick it off. Back deep to receive are Stephen Bradley and Nick Haight. Beet Diggers were effective on special teams last week. And this week they're hoping for much of the same thing. It's a short kick taken by Bradley at the 15-yard line straight ahead, and he is going to be swarmed under big time. Joe Rosenbrock, the first one down there at the 23-yard line. So University will start at their 23 with 8:07 to go in the first. And the Beet Diggers up by a touchdown on the Derek Lynch interception return. And University found out quickly, Dave, that if they're going to be successful in this game, they might want to run it more than pass it, because one thing the Beet Diggers have been very good this year with is the pass defense.
You know, they didn't start off that way. I know that was something that they were really worried about and something that Fort Morgan actually exploited the first game of the season, but they sure have come around since then.
Wildcat formation for Haight. Man in motion to his left is Christian Dick. There's the handoff to the right side, and a short gain by Kyle Schwartz as he's tackled by Dylan French and Derek Lynch. It'll be a gain of 2 to the 25, second down and 8.
You know, it's the kind of play that Greg Geno made famous for the Diggers, where they fake that fly, that end around, and then they hand it off right up the middle. They're trying to run a trap there, and the Diggers they were ready for it.
Brush would love to force University into passing situations. Obviously, it worked before. 2 out to the left, shotgun formation. There's the handoff and hit right there at the line of scrimmage. And that is nothing for Carter Williams. And he is thrown back by Joe Rosenbrock. It'll be third down and 8 from the 25. And that's obviously something that University does not want, because the first time they threw the football, in fact, they're going to backtrack it to the 24. We know what happened. That's why the Beet Diggers lead by a touchdown.
You know, Tyson Lyric stepped right up in the hole there that time, and he met Williams head on, and he didn't give any ground and made Williams bounce backward, and that's when the rest of the Diggers jumped on.
Shotgun formation. Dick is back to throw. He'll heave it down the left sideline. Man is wide open, but incomplete. Incomplete to Nick Haight, who had several steps on the Beet Digger defenders at around the 45-yard line, but it was overthrown by Christian Dick, and University will have to punt.
You know, it was one of those things. I think the Diggers were in a cover 2 defense where their corner stayed up tied up on the line of scrimmage, and they needed their safeties who have the field divided in half in the backfield to stay home and pick up those deep guys. And on that play, our safety, he just wasn't there. He followed a guy over to the middle, and Tanner Morrow let that kid go, and he was long gone. It's a good thing the ball was overthrown.
And Christian Dick will punt and nearly blocked. A very high short punt. Shea Hansen will let it drop at the 47-yard line of University. Takes a University hop inside the 50 and down at the 46-yard line. So the punt goes for 30 yards, and the Beet Diggers have outstanding field position. 6:47 to go in the opening quarter, leading 7-0 at their own 46-yard line.
That ball, it was one of those punts where the ball's flying end over end, or a spiral. It was flying end over end, and when it hit the ground, it rolled sideways. It didn't even head upfield.
Committed to serving those in production ag, Premier Farm Credit is the gold standard in ag lending. This will be the first offensive play for Brush in the game. 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line. The backs are split. Weiser and Morrow. Garcia under center will hand it off to Weiser, running left across the 50-yard line, and he's down at around the 49, picking up close to 5, but they'll give him 4 yards in the play before he's tackled over there by Jake Dart, the 6', 255-pound senior defensive lineman. 2nd down and 6.
University's in a 4-4 defense, 4 guys up on the line and 4 linebackers, and one of their great big guys in there's Matt Janes, 6'2", 296 pounds, playing that left nose guard position over our right guard.
2nd and 6 from the 50. Garcia to hand it off to Weiser. Slips in the backfield. His knee might have been down, and it was at the 50-yard line, so no gain. He tried to get up, but to no avail. The Beet Diggers have that solid offensive line with Luke Nichols, Austin Acosta, Ramon Portese, Luke Brenneman, or Levi Brenneman, I should say. You'll see some shifting in and out of that offensive line for the Beet Diggers coming up tonight. Darren Wilt, of course, sees lots of action on the defensive line. He's a senior, as the seniors all start here for the Beet Diggers in this final regular season game. It is 3rd down and 6. And the quarterback is C.J. Kukas. He'll hand it off to Garcia running left down the sideline to the 40-yard line, still on his feet, and he's knocked out of bounds after a gain of 17 to the 33. It's 1st and 10 for the Bead Diggers.
You know, Brush has the ability to change that up and put Garcia in different positions out there on the field. And you know, that's one of the things you have to do when you got a guy like Garcia. You got to find creative ways to get him the football so that he can make more of an impact on the game.
Certainly did right there. With a gain of about 17 yards.
Another one of the University kids, 64. Another one of their nose guards, David Antuna, 275 pounds. So they got some big meat there on that interior defensive line.
1st and 10 with a football just shy of the 32. Garcia is now the quarterback in motion to the right as Lynch. Back to throw, out to his right. That pass is incomplete. Off the hands of Derek Lynch. At around the 28-yard line, it'll be 2nd down and 10. Yeah, Derek figured it's still early in the game. I just intercepted a pass for a score. Although it looked like that he probably should have caught that one.
Yep, that one hit him in the hands. That was one he probably wished he would have been able to hold on to. But it's good to see him throwing to him out there in the sideline because that's one of the guys they haven't typically gone to a lot this year and somebody they might need to go to when they get into the playoffs.
The receiver to the right is Tony Guzman. On the inside slot is Eric Garcia. Quarterback is Kukas. 2nd down and 10. Man in motion to the right is Tanner Morrow. The handoff right up the gut to Connor Weiser. He's tripped up. And there is a flag down inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. And now they're picking up the flag. He was tripped up by Trevor Mendoza, the 5'8", 225-pound senior linebacker. I'm not sure why they threw that flag initially. But it'll be 3rd down. And let's call it 5 after the gain of 5.
You know, I think our Whitecap official out there is Joe Baker, and I think he might have thrown that flag out there just to mark the spot where Weiser was tripped up. I think he might have seen the ball on the ground there.
3rd and 5 from the 27. The quarterback this time is Eric Garcia. In motion to the right is Shea Hansen. And Garcia will bootleg it right. He swings it to the outside of the 25-yard line. 1st down the sideline, still free, and he's knocked out of bounds. He is inside the 15-yard line, down to the 13. And for Eric Garcia, that's a gain of 14 yards and another Brush Bead Digger 1st down.
Over 15 yards of carry average for Eric, and Brush did a good job of setting that thing up with all those blocks. They brought Hansen in motion. They were able to seal off the defensive ends and those linebackers, and that just made it real easy for Garcia to get to the outside and stringing that out for huge yards.
For all of your auto supply needs, stop by Central Auto Parts in Fort Morgan. 1st and 10 for the Bead Diggers. The backs are split. Weiser and Morrow. The lone receiver to the right is Tony Guzman. From the 13-yard line, there is the give to Tanner Morrow running left, slips out of a tackle, and he dives to around the 11. Boy, that was a mess initially as the tackle was made by Carter Williams, the 5'8", 160-pound freshman linebacker. Only a gain of a yard, though. 2nd down and 9.
Tanner had to stop his feet there for some reason on that crossbuck, and I don't know what it was, but it made him hesitate there for a minute. And then when he finally started to run through the hole, the University Bulldogs were diving in there on his legs, and he tried to jump over the top to try to pick up some yards.
2nd down and 9 for the 12. The Bead Diggers already leading 7-0, 4:19 to go in the opening quarter in the regular season finale. From Bead Digger Stadium, backs remain split. Garcia will send Hansen in motion to the left. And Garcia will pitch it left to Tanner Morrow. He's got speed to the outside to the 10, cuts it back towards the middle, and he's inside the 10 to around the 7 as he was tackled over there by Kyle Schwartz. They might give him the 6. Nonetheless, it's a gain of 5 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 4.
So Morrow was running that quick pitch to the wide side of the field, and he just had the feeling that he needed to cut that thing back up a little bit early, but maybe one of those plays where if you get it to the sideline and then turn it up, you pick up a few extra yards.
3rd and 4 from the 7. Rosenbrock is now in the backfield along with Connor Weiser. Bead Diggers lining up towards that left hash mark. Garcia to hand it off to Weiser, running right. Stutter step to the 5, to the 2, to the 1. He dives, and that is a touchdown for the Bead Diggers and Connor Weiser. His 13th of the year. It comes from 7 yards out, and the Bead Diggers open up a 13-0 first quarter lead.
And who'd he run behind that time? The back was Rosenbrock, and they just ran the 46 where the running back kicks out the defensive end and the tight end and the tackle and everybody else blocks down. It was just wide open with a good block there by Rosenbrock.
Jesus Godinez has been an extra point machine. Made 5 on Monday, 1 for 1 so far in this game. Garcia to hold. The snap is perfect. The kick is up, and that kick is good. 3:25 to go in the opening quarter. Brush 14, University nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.